sharing and talking about it is the best thing. It doesn't.
I mean, were you judgmental? I'm assuming you weren't.
Have you found guys to be judgmental, Catherine? I'm sort of surprised you're so focused on that.
I found people who just they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, the guys the narcissistic a-holes that are like the guys that abused you, who might be exposed to shame or something if they found out that you were actually injured and they were exploiting you. They wouldn't like that. So, they're not really empathically attuned to you, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it, and off they go. They're not judging you. They just don't want to hear about it.
That's true.
And I'd be surprised if you found people who went, "Oh my God, you've been tainted."
Well, I'm not saying that they would just hate my guts forever, but
No, but you're saying they'd be judgmental, as in other words,
I guess I'm using the wrong word.
Yeah, or that they would feel you would be tainted in some way.
I guess that's more what I'm thinking along the lines of. Yeah.
I think
everybody's tainted in some way. So I think that is just keep your mind open and just don't yourself be judgmental when it comes to men, because otherwise you're gonna be in that little tiny dark room for the rest of your life.
And she's kind of doing what she needs to do. She's getting treatment. She's not following her impulses. She doesn't trust her attraction.
And she's calling here and she's talking.
She's thinking about it. Yeah,
exactly. That's good.
And she's mood-wise sounds really good. Sounds pretty happy. Kelly, what's up there?
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, hi, Villa.
Hello there, sweetie.
I'm a huge fan. I just want to get this out right away because I'm going through a lot of crap in my life, and listening to your music is just taking me out of a dark place, and
nice.
Everything's fine. But the question is, I'm going through a divorce right now, and it's my second, and I have a child with this person, and he'll be 3 in May. And one of the things is I don't know if maybe it's worth saving because of the child. I know there's a lot of issues that need to be explained about it, and it's I know it's a couple-hour show, and I don't really want to get into it. But is it always worth trying to work it out when there's a child involved?
Yes, it's always worth trying, unless there's overt abuse going on.
Well, it's
because Kelly. Here's the deal. You failed twice. You're going to go fail again. You're going to find some other problem with some other guy. Why not try to work this one through?
Well, he's a 33-year-old man, but he's like a 8-year-old boy trapped in a 33-year-old man's body.
Oh, we all.
Sounds like most 33-year-olds.
Well, he just doesn't.
Males.
It's really hard to explain, but I mean, he's really horrible with money. I've had to sell most of my personal belongings just to put food on the table because he just doesn't care. He's
well, how
really
about he agree again? You go with a therapist. You agree upon some ground rules. He goes into sort of a structured kind of a program with his money because it's his issue, and he gets on a budget or whatever. You do all these things, and you kind of try to work it out. If it's impossible, maybe he goes to Debtors Anonymous, something like that. If it's impossible, doesn't work.
He won't agree to the counseling. I've already tried. It's been
that's different.
A year, and I'm trying to think of a positive role model for my son. I don't want him to have a...
Well, if your son has a daddy like that, I think that he's been a terrible role model already.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, it's...
But not only that...
He can't stretch it.
That is going to be his dad for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I know.
And he's always going to be that role model. So, helping him change might be a more fruitful way of creating a better role model for your son than bringing in another guy that he doesn't really like, and who knows what the hell goes down with that relationship.
The eternal optimist you are.
I don't
just know people.
Ever in my life again, but I mean, part of me doesn't want to be divorced twice. And
Kelly, I think you should make a go of it. But the fact that he is not willing is very distressing. Yeah. I suspect
he just doesn't care. He told me when we were, because we're separated now, and he told me that.
Oh boy.
Now that you're leaving, it feels like there's a burden lifted off my shoulders, and he's really
kicking the balls and the vodka, Ivy.
Yeah, ball nuts, nutsack, direct hit with the heel, and then vodka IV. That's the Vlle method.
Yeah,
but Kelly,
he's got another child with another woman also, and I think this is kind of a pattern for him.
Well, I don't know how many times he has to do this before it becomes a pattern, but be that as it may. The pattern here is that you pick, sort of not such great guys.
Well,
that's the pattern. And by the way, that's be the sort of the worst thing I could say about this, because that sort of damns you to doing this again. The best thing I can say is that you have a role to have played in this too. That somehow you contributed to all this, even if it was just by not setting limits.
Stupidity and
whatever.
fear of being
So
alone
maybe you go get some therapy and see if you can change what's going on in you. Look at it very carefully. And if he won't go, at least you can work on yourself and make some really clear decisions and maybe make some plans for how you might change in the future. So that'd be good for your son for sure. Vlle Valo in here from him. We're going to hear some more music from them. I haven't picked the song yet. But,
Thank you,
nice.
sweetheart.
It's nice. His dad owns a porn shop. We're going to hear about it. We'll be right back.
Gefühl pur. Die Loveline. Loveline. This is Loveline.
Here we are, Vlle Valo from him in with us tonight, and a pleasure it is. You guys are just deluging us with calls, so let's go to Beth. What's up, Beth?
Hi. I'm
Hey there.
actually calling to say hello to Vlle Valo from my daughter, Haley, who had to go to bed.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
She's 13, and she's been listening to you forever, and I like your music, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mom
And,
approves.
Pardon?
Mom approves.
Mom approves.
Nice.
And she is just now starting to learn how to play bass.
Oh,
And-
that's good. That's good. I was actually I fell in love with a band called Kiss, and especially Gene Simmons. So I started playing bass when I was 7 years old. So that's my
Yeah.
main instrument still to this day.
Wow.
And what she's trying to do is I told her she needed to get lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just starting out, and she played flute for a long time.
Flute
So
bass, I
told
love
her
that.
That shouldn't be a problem. She knows how to read music and stuff. But she wanted some advice from you because she's just starting out. So,
Are you recording this?
yeah, I am.
Okay. So, Vlle, what's her name?
Her name's
Haley.
Haley, give Haley some advice.
Who is the best thing? Yeah, lessons are always good. If she knows how to read music, that's excellent.
Yeah, she does.
I think that it's like what Sun Tse said, that keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And you got to have that attitude towards music as well. So if she loves certain kind of music, that doesn't mean that she can't learn how to play different kinds of music. You know, I was playing Dixieland jazz, and I was playing reggae, and I was playing doom metal, and I was doing all sorts of extreme things when I started out, just because it's good to know about your enemies. You know, if you don't like country and western, you know,
Play it.
That's fine. Just play it, because you always get something out of it. So that's I think that's one of those tips that people nowadays
and take
they
lessons.
forget.
And take lessons.
Yeah, and especially take lessons in a way that you learn how to read all kinds of music and learn the feels of different, you know, samba and stuff like that, because that rhythmicality is going to help you out when you do pop and rock.
Yeah.
Or then the pop and rock thing is going to help you out when you do Dixieland.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I will pass that along. Thank you very
Just
much.
an open mind.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you, sweetie.